Hey there, Sabine here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Back with day 29 of the 90-day visibility challenge. And so, as you can see, I'm not in my normal habitat, in my normal environment, as I am traveling for a work-related event this week. And so, as I was thinking about what I was going to share today, nothing was coming forward. And so, like I normally do, I went inside and asked some questions like, what is it that's necessary for me to share today? And the response that came back was, today you're going to have to feel into the message. And so, of course, me being me, I was like, well, what does that mean? I didn't get the answer that I was looking for, but I decided to follow instructions and feel into what it was that I have to share today. And so the feelings that came forward were, a little bit of disorientation. My routine is off, so there is a little bit of instability. I'm in a different time zone, and so my body is still trying to catch up with what's going on. And so as I'm feeling into my experience in the moment, the message that came forward was that sometimes, when you are so focused on driving, whether it's a strategy, a task, whatever it is, you're up leveling, you're moving, you're shifting, whatever that looks like, you can get so focused on the doing of the thing, the doing of the growth, the doing of the expansion, the doing of the new thing that you don't really have time to sit back. As reflective as I am, sometimes you really don't have time because the next thought comes forward of the next thing that you're going to do. And so today, what I was invited to do is just kind of sit with that and realize that in my space of transition, that being outside of my comfort zone, being outside of my daily routine, being outside of my normal distraction, so to speak, is actually giving me space to see things a lot differently, to feel things a lot differently, to become aware of all of the changes and all of the shifts that have happened in me and in my life just this year alone. And so my encouragement to you today, if you have been in that space where it's been heads down because you have been determined to do the work, whether that was inner work, whether that was outer work, whatever that looks like for you, and it feels like, or it's felt like every day so much work had to be done, I'm going to invite you to, to the extent that you can, do something differently. Do something differently so that you can finally see, or at least for a moment, embrace and fully feel the joy, the grace, the power of the work that you've done. And that could be something as simple as, taking the long way to work. That could be something like, taking a few hours and going into nature, going into a hike, whatever that looks like for you. But I'm inviting you to do something different from your normal routine, because it's in those moments where we can be outside the normal reality that we can actually fully see the expansiveness of our activity, of our lives, of our growth, and the change that we've been working so hard to experience. And so that's what I'm inviting you to do today. There is a reflection question in the captions. I invite you to check it out. Feel free to share in the comments below, as I'd love to see what's coming up for you. If not, feel free to snapshot it and journal it when it makes sense for you. With that, I will be back tomorrow with another video. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk soon. Take care.